All right, let's begin with breaking news that's coming in anytime now. Prime Minister Modi will be meeting with President Draupadi Murmu and therefore go ahead and stake claim to form the government. What you're going to be seeing is essentially President Murmu formally inviting caretaker Prime Minister Narendra Modi to form the next government. Remember, the oath-taking ceremony is slated to happen at the Rashtrapati Bhavan in just a few days from now on 9th June on Sunday at 6 p.m. So before that, what you're going to witness in any moment now is that formality where formally Narendra Modi will meet with President Murmu. He will be invited to form the government. And this because the NDA now together has proved that they have the numbers. There's a resolution with the signature of all of the allies. Poulomi Saha is joining us live with more details on this. Poulomi, anytime now, Prime Minister Modi will be meeting with President Murmu and that formality of him being invited to form the government will take place.
That's right. Prime Minister is expected to reach Rashtrapati Bhavan in a few moments from now. And like you said, it's a formality as far as protocol is concerned. The claim has been staked. She has satisfied herself of the strength of the alliance in the House, satisfied that they have majority numbers to form government. So she will be inviting him to form a government. So technically, from caretaker Prime Minister, he becomes PM designate after this meeting with President Draupadi Murmu. And like you said, the swearing-in ceremony will officially take place on Sunday, June 9th at 6 p.m.
Poulomi, you're also tracking the latest on the NDA meet that's taking place at BJP Chief JP Nadda's residence. So get us a quick update on that as well.
At the moment, of course, Amit Shah, Rajnath Singh, they are still present inside JP Nadda's residence. They've just gone in. NDA partners have started arriving. Ajit Pawar has come with Praful Patel to the BJP National President's residence. Other NDA chiefs of various alliance partners, including TDP Chief Nitish Kumar and others, are expected to arrive as well very shortly over here at JP Nadda's residence. We believe that it will be an informal meeting. JP Nadda is hosting them because obviously all of these top netas from various political parties who are alliance partners arrived over here in Delhi in order to give their stamp of approval on the election of Prime Minister Narendra Modi as the leader of the NDA parliamentary party. So he will be hosting them over here. This is not the forum where, in fact, in the presence of everyone, ministerial negotiations and cabinet berth negotiations are going to take place. But yes, over the next 48 hours, Akshita, it's going to be extremely crucial because that will be the focus before Prime Minister leads his Union Council of Ministers to be sworn in for a third consecutive time.
Okay, at this point, as Poulomi is telling us, you've got all of the top NDA leaders at JP Nadda's residence. I want to bring in Piyush Mishra on this broadcast. He's joining us live from Rashtrapati Bhavan, and any time now, Prime Minister Modi will be there. He's, of course, the caretaker Prime Minister right now. He's going to be invited to form the government, considering that they have numbers on your screens. Our live images right now coming in. Let's cut across live to Piyush.
Today, in the afternoon, the NDA leaders had submitted a letter of support to President Draupadi Murmu, and now Draupadi Murmu has invited caretaker Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Rashtrapati Bhavan for the formation of government. What we are now given to understand is that day after tomorrow, which is on Sunday in the evening, most likely oath-taking ceremony will take place. But the big breaking right now is that caretaker Prime Minister Narendra Modi has now reached President House, and he has come here on the invitation of President Draupadi Murmu. She has invited him for forming the government. So the process of formation of government now begins from here. With video journalist Ashwini Halan, I'm Piyush Mishra in Delhi for India Today.
So formally, you've got the NDAs taking claim to form the government. The resolution was passed a few days ago today when the NDA leaders came together. They clearly formally endorsed that they want Narendra Modi as the Prime Minister, that he is the leader of the NDA. And now on your screens are the live images coming in of the Prime Minister's motorcade driving into the Rashtrapati Bhavan. And now in a few moments, he will be meeting with President Murmu. remember that this is based on a formal invite that was extended by the president to the caretaker prime minister. Considering that he's proven that he has the numbers, all of the allies are solidly behind the BJP at this point. There was a clear show of solidarity of that today and this morning when they all came together at the Central Hall of Parliament, which is why now Narendra Modi is in the Rashtrapati Bhavan, set for a historic third term as the Prime Minister of this country. The swearing-in will take place at this exact same venue of Rashtrapati Bhavan on Sunday at 6 p.m. And those are the images that we're getting to you right now from just a few moments ago, where you see the motorcade driving right through. An invite has been sent across by President Murmu to Prime Minister Modi. Piyush Mishra is live with us on this broadcast. Piyush, we're beaming those images right now of the motorcade that's made its way into the Rashtrapati Bhavan. The formality is now being ironed out with the Prime Minister at the Rashtrapati Bhavan on the invite of President Murmu.
Well, certainly, Akshita, right now as you are speaking, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, caretaker Prime Minister, in fact, Narendra Modi has reached President Draupadi Murmu residence. He is right now at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. He is there on the invitation of President for formation of government. And this has happened after the NDA leaders submitted the letter of support to the President Draupadi Murmu. Remember that today there was a meeting which took place in Central Hall where all the leaders had unanimously elected Narendra Modi as the leader of NDA Parliamentary Party. And after that, we saw the leaders like Chandrababu Naidu, Home Minister Amit Shah, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, the leaders like Nitish Kumar, they all had come to President House. They had submitted a list of all NDA allies supporting the Narendra Modi as the Prime Minister. And that after that list, which was submitted to Draupadi Murmu's office, we saw how she, has decided to invite PM Narendra Modi to form the government. So it's going to be Modi 3.0 very soon, most likely day after tomorrow. There will be swearing-in ceremony where multiple heads of states have been called in.
Piyush, what you're telling us is that the list of supporting members of parliament to prove that the adequate numbers are with the NDA, with the BJP, has already been sent to President Murmu. So she's got that list with her, and it's based on that an invite has been sent across to Narendra Modi.
Absolutely. Absolutely. After the NDA meeting today came to an end inside the Central Hall, we saw the leaders like Amit Shah, Nitish Kumar, Chandrababu Naidu coming here at President House, and they had submitted a list of all the NDA leaders, all the NDA MPs who had signed that particular proposal in which they had proposed the name of Narendra Modi and had elected him as the leader of NDA Parliamentary Party. And after going through that particular list and looking at the numbers, those are there with the NDA, President Draupadi Murmu decided to invite a caretaker Prime Minister to form the government. And right now, as we are speaking, he's inside President House. And after going through all the procedures and meeting with the President Draupadi Murmu, we can expect the oath-taking ceremony to also be announced. The date are likely to be finalized. And what we are learning from our sources is that the oath-taking ceremony likely to take place on Sunday at 6 p.m. But still, a formal announcement needs to be made. Before that, all procedures have already been followed. And right now, as we are
preparations speaking, also underway. Preparations underway. The Rashtrapati Bhavan already for the swearing-in, as Piyush tells us, which in all likelihood will be happening on Sunday evening at 6 p.m. I want to bring in Poulomi Saha also on this broadcast. What we witnessed just hours ago, Poulomi, at the Central Hall of Parliament has put all doubts to rest on whether the NDA right now is a united camp or not. Just 2 days ago, 48 hours ago, there were questions about where Naidu, where Nitish stand. Today, with the bonhomie that was evident for all of us to see in the Central Hall of Parliament, with Nitish and Naidu seated right next to Prime Minister Modi, they've more or less made it clear that for now at least, there are no cracks in the NDA.
Absolutely. It was a show of strength by the NDA. And for those, of course, casting doubts on the affiliation of TDP chief N. Chandrababu Naidu, as well as Nitish Kumar, Bihar chief minister, and JDU chief, they silenced all of those critics and indicated very firmly that they stand with the Bharatiya Janata Party as far as the NDA alliance is concerned, and their allegiances lie nowhere else. For the moment, of course, given how unpredictable things can be in politics. We don't say for long. But yes, for the moment, of course, it's very clear that, the NDA is a united house. All of them were on the dais, be it TDP chief N. Chandrababu Naidu, Nitish Kumar, Chirag Paswan, Jitin Ram Manjhi, Anupriya Patel, Ajit Pawar, Pawan Kalyan, H.D. Kumaraswamy, all of them were there. Jayant Chaudhary was there, seated in one of the rows as well. And all, of course, the smaller partners from the southern states, from the northeastern states, they were all present. And it was a mega show of strength by the NDA. And the Prime Minister stressed on the fact that this is a pre-poll alliance. Very rarely do you see pre-poll alliances that have been struck before the elections stick together and emerge victorious all by themselves, that they have sufficient numbers. They don't need to cobble together numbers later, don't need to bring other smaller parties or anybody else on board. Okay, Ajit Pawar is coming out at the moment. Let's just get those pictures of Praful Patel, Chhagan Bhujbal, Sunil Tatkare. They're all coming out at the moment. And this, of course, is... we'll try and see if we can get a word over there. Okay. That was, of course, a chase of the NCP leaders. They seem to be coming in batches because Jayant Chaudhary just went in a short while ago. And, there are other leaders who are expected to arrive here as well. So clearly, it seems more like a one-on-one that is happening as far as this meeting is concerned at Jagat Prakash Nadda's residence. And yes, Ajit Pawar just stepped out and Jayant Chaudhary has gone in and the other leaders are still expected to come over here. So it seems like everyone's got a time slot and they're coming in one-on-one, possibly to discuss how things will proceed forward in terms of negotiations, who has been deputed from the BJP to be in touch with them, and of course informally extending courtesies to them for having extended their support.
So in this meeting, as we speak, Paulomi, at Nadda's residence, is there also going to be a discussion on who gets what as far as cabinet berths go? Because right now, as Prime Minister Modi is in Rashtrapati Bhavan being invited formally to form the government, there's still a big question mark on what the allies will get. They're all seeking right now that one slicer of the power pie in Delhi. And there's a big question on how much the TDP will get, how much the JDU will get. Is that being discussed in that meeting?
Well, Akshita, earlier we got the sense that it was a meeting where all of them are expected to be here together, and hence, it's going to be informal in nature. Much couldn't be discussed, but it appears now that everyone has a bit of a time slot which has been given to them, and they're coming in one by one. Ajit Pawar and company were the first to have come in over here. Earlier, of course, Amit Shah, Rajnath Singh, they're there because they're the top leaders in terms of the negotiators, if you may, as far as the Bharatiya Janata Party is concerned. So the NCP faction has just left. Jayant Chaudhary has just gone in. So yes, there could be certain conversations around, of course, what that, the cabinet formula is going to look like, whether they'll get any representation or not. NCP faction, for instance, Nabila, I beg your pardon, Akshita, the faction that just left has won only one seat, one Lok Sabha seat from the state of Maharashtra. So their bargaining power isn't as much, though they're still hoping for some representation in the Union Council of Ministers. Earlier, of course, when they joined, the Mahayuti in Maharashtra, they were hopeful that Praful Patel possibly could be inducted into the Union Cabinet. At that point of time, he's, of course, a Rajya Sabha MP. That was not done immediately, but now, given their weakened strength, how much of a bargaining power do they have, given that now it is very clear that Maharashtra stood with Mahavikas Aghadi over Mahayuti. Now it appears how much can Ajit Pawar seek in terms of representation within the Union Cabinet itself. Could he still look for a ministerial berth? Would it be because he's got some very tall leaders, including Sunil Tatkare and Praful Patel? These are people who are of cabinet rank. Sunil Tatkare has been part of the Maharashtra government. Praful Patel has been part in the past of the union government. Will they settle for an MOS berth? Now, that is going to be the question. So, it all depends on who has how much of a bargaining power in this, in these negotiations that are taking place at the moment.
It's not going to be easy for the BJP to navigate through this. But once again, putting the focus on where the caretaker Prime Minister currently is. He is in Rashtrapati Bhavan after being formally invited by President Murmu because the NDA has proved that they have the numbers. Just to tell you really what the formality is that's followed in these cases, you've got a resolution that's been passed by the NDA unanimously supporting that Narendra Modi be the next Prime Minister again of the country, come back essentially as the Prime Minister. Today in the NDA meeting, again, there was a verbal endorsement which was done at the Central Hall, after which some leaders went to Rashtrapati Bhavan, submitted the proposal and said that, look, these are the numbers we have. The NDA is a comfortable majority to go ahead and form the government once again. And it's based on that President Murmu now has invited the caretaker Prime Minister, has invited Narendra Modi to come to Rashtrapati Bhavan and thereby invited him to form the government. Aishwarya Paliwal is also joining us live on this broadcast. Just moments before this, Aishwarya, before the Prime Minister entered Rashtrapati Bhavan, he put out a detailed post on what the Constitution means to him, with that picture which we're showing on our screens from the Central Hall of Parliament, where as soon as he entered, the first thing he did was walk up to the Constitution, bow down and touch his head.
Well, Akshita, definitely it is an image which will have a lot of meaning, and a lot of people have also actually started reading a lot into it, because saving the Constitution, now this was the phrase that was picked up by the opposition, specifically by Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi time and again in all his rallies, all his speeches kept on saying that if you vote for the Bharatiya Janata Party, the party will then change the Constitution of the country. BJP very clearly saying that they have
live images, Aishwarya, I'm going to come back to you. Live images on your screens right now of the meeting between Narendra Modi and President Murmu. You can see that the formal meeting has now taken place. Now, Narendra Modi has formally been invited to go ahead and form the government, which means in all likelihood on Sunday, on June 9th at 6 p.m., he will become the Prime Minister for a historic third term. He is currently the caretaker Prime Minister. And these are the first images of the meeting that's taken place, a mere formality really after the NDA meet that we witnessed this morning, where all of the allies very clearly gave a resounding message that they want Narendra Modi to return as the Prime Minister, that he is the leader of the NDA. These images are on your screens right now of a formal invitation being handed over also. Just a few days ago, Narendra Modi was here at the Rashtrapati Bhavan, had handed over his resignation formally, after which he became the caretaker Prime Minister. Today now, with President Murmu inviting him to go ahead and form the government, he will once again take oath as the Prime Minister of the country for what is truly history in the making, a historic third term, and thereby becoming the longest serving Prime Minister of the country. Let me bring in our reporters again on this broadcast. Piyush Mishra is joining us live from outside the Rashtrapati Bhavan. Piyush, live images on our screens of the Prime Minister's meeting with President Murmu. Decks cleared now for the swearing-in ceremony, which in all likelihood will take place on Sunday.
Well, certainly, as we are speaking, Akshata, these are the live images which we are also getting from inside Rashtrapati Bhavan, where PM Narendra Modi is meeting with President Draupadi Murmu, caretaker. He's right now his caretaker Prime Minister. He is meeting with President Draupadi Murmu, and we also saw the invitation letter which has been extended by President Draupadi Murmu to Narendra Modi, and most likely by day after tomorrow we will see the oath-taking ceremony also to take place. And there's a process, there's a procedure which has been followed as far as this entire government formation is concerned. Today we saw NDA leaders meeting, all MPs, all Rajya Sabha MPs, Lok Sabha MPs, leaders, chief ministers, deputy chief ministers, all of them were present there in Central Hall of Samvidhan Sabha, in which all leaders of NDA, they had unanimously passed the resolution of accepting Narendra Modi as the leader of NDA parliamentary party. And after that, few NDA leaders also reached at President's house. They had submitted the letter of support which was signed by all NDA leaders, and after that now President Draupadi Murmu has invited caretaker Prime Minister Narendra Modi to take oath. Most likely by day after tomorrow we will see him again becoming Prime Minister, and then history will be created, because he will be the second Prime Minister to once again, in fact, taking oath for the third time after Jawaharlal Nehru. So it is certainly telling us as to how it's a historical moment. BJP, NDA, they are very much confident that this government is going to continue for 5 years. Prime Minister spoke about a lot of things during his speech today. He spoke about the development agenda which he is going to carry forward. He also said that now NDA will be called as a new developmental aspirations. So he has already decided to work on the issues of development. He has already set his agenda. In another 100 days, we will see the works to be carried out, the decisions to be taken.
And he spoke about that. He spoke about that this morning in the Central Hall of Parliament when he addressed all of those NDA leaders soon after they had endorsed him. Paulomi, bringing you in as well on this. As we see these images, brief moments from the caretaker Prime Minister, from Narendra Modi's meeting with President Murmu, that formal invite clearly has been handed over to him to take over as the Prime Minister. Decks cleared essentially for a grand Sunday swearing in.
That's right. The decks have been cleared for that swearing in. We do know that a lot of foreign dignitaries have also been invited. The Prime Minister has invited the King of Bhutan. He's invited the President of Sri Lanka, the Prime Ministers of Nepal, Bangladesh, as well as, from Mauritius as well. He's invited the Maldivian President as well. So clearly the neighborhood first policy, which was the policy, in fact, when he invited the heads of state of the SAARC nations in 2014, the first time that he was sworn in as the Prime Minister of the nation. He's applied that very same formula this time round as well. We expect it to be, of course, a packed house as well. And also, interestingly, Akshata, there will be a lot of segments of those who have contributed to the nation-building process. So, for instance, those who worked on the bullet train project, they've been invited. Those who worked on the Central Vista project, those who've worked on these projects, they will all be present as well. Members of the transgender community have been invited as well for the Prime Minister's swearing-in ceremony. So various sections of society, various classes of society and communities will be represented alongside, of course, heads of state from these various neighborhood nations, as well as chief ministers of all BJP-ruled states who will be there as well. It will be interesting to see how many from the opposition will be present and whether invitations will go out to them as well. Though, of course, the Prime Minister did say that this is an opposition which is not opposed to the nation as such. It is opposed to me. But I hope I have missed something over the last 10 years, which is seeing healthy debates in Parliament. I hope we can see that now with good numbers coming in of young MPs and others who represent various states. So he says, I hope that this time round, over the next 5 years, we will see less disruptions and more conversation and debate.
And that was the message that the Prime Minister put out today when he spoke at the NDA meet at the Central Hall of Parliament, when there was a clear, resounding message from every single NDA leader, from every ally present there, that they want Narendra Modi to return as a Prime Minister of this country. And in accordance with that, you're seeing those images of the meeting that's taken place between President Murmu and Narendra Modi. These are mere formalities being ironed out essentially. Now, since Tuesday, since the election results, there were a lot of questions about whether the NDA will be able to get their act together. Will there be some rebellions? What's been made very, very clear in the last 24 hours is that everyone is very much on the BJP side for now, which is why right now, you've got clearly the mandate for Narendra Modi to be again the Prime Minister of this country. The swearing-in ceremony, with this particular formality being cleared, will take place on Sunday. We know that invites, as Paulomi has told us, has already gone out to foreign dignitaries, and very important messaging also involved in those who've been invited for the grand oath-taking ceremony. People, men and women who are part of the Central Vista project, who've been part of railway projects, all of them have also been invited to send out a message that whoever's been a part of the Vikas journey for the last 10 years will be there to witness what's going to come up in the next 5 years from the NDA. With these images, I'm slipping into a very, very short break here on India Today. We're coming back and getting you all the live updates from the national capital. Fast-paced developments coming in as Narendra Modi is all set to be sworn in as the Prime Minister for a third time.
चुनाव में जैसे हम लोगों को भी दौड़ धूप रहती है, मीडिया के साथियों को भी बहुत परिश्रम करना पड़ता है, रात दिन दौड़ना पड़ता है, अलग अलग लोकेशन को कवर करना पड़ता है। तो आप लोगों ने भी बहुत कष्ट उठाया है। मैं आशा करता हूं कि मीडिया जगत के सभी साथियों का स्वास्थ्य अच्छा रहा होगा और पिछले एक आध सप्ताह का जो विराम मिला है उसके कारण भी अब आप फ्रेश होकर के फिर से मैदान में आए होंगे। तो 18वीं लोकसभा, और वैसे भी हमारे यहाँ व्यक्ति के जीवन में 18वीं इसका बड़ा महत्व होता है। एक नए कालखंड में प्रवेश करता है, टीनेज समाप्त करके। ये 18वीं लोकसभा एक प्रकार से नई युवा ऊर्जा और कुछ कर गुजरने के इरादे वाली ये लोकसभा है। और आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव के बाद का ये पहला चुनाव है और एक प्रकार से ये वो 25 वर्ष हैं जो हमारे अमृतकाल के 25 वर्ष है और जो 2047 देश जब आजादी की शताब्दी मनाता होगा, एक प्रकार से उन सपनों को साकार करने का एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण पड़ाव ये 18वीं लोकसभा है। साथियों, एनडीए सरकार को तीसरी बार देश की सेवा करने का देशवासियों ने आदेश दिया है, अवसर दिया है। मैं देशवासियों का फिर से एक बार ये अवसर देने के लिए हृदय से आभार व्यक्त करता हूं और मैं देशवासियों को विश्वास देता हूं कि पिछले 2 टर्म में जिस गति से देश आगे बढ़ा है, समाज के हर क्षेत्र में परिवर्तन साफ साफ नजर आ रहा है। 25 करोड़ लोगों का गरीबी से बाहर आना, ये अपने आप में हर भारतीय के लिए बड़ा गर्व का विषय है और मैं देशवासियों को विश्वास दिलाता हूं कि 18वीं लोकसभा में भी, हमारे 5 साल के कार्यकाल में भी, हम उसी गति के साथ, उतने ही समर्पण भाव से देश की आशा आकांक्षाओं को पूर्ण करने में कोई कमी नहीं रखेंगे। आज सुबह एनडीए की मीटिंग हुई थी। एनडीए के सभी साथियों ने मुझे फिर से एक बार इस दायित्व के लिए पसंद किया है और सभी एनडीए के साथियों ने राष्ट्रपति जी को इसकी जानकारी दी और राष्ट्रपति जी ने मुझे अभी बुलाया था और मुझे प्रधानमंत्री डेजिग्नेटेड के रूप में काम कर एक नियुक्ति दी है और मुझे शपथ समारोह के लिए और मंत्रिपरिषद के सदस्यों के सूची के लिए उन्होंने सूचित किया है। मोटे तौर पर मैंने राष्ट्रपति जी को कहा है कि हमें 9 तारीख शाम को सुविधा रहेगी। अब बाकी डिटेल तो राष्ट्रपति भवन वर्कआउट करेगा और हम तब तक मंत्रिपरिषद की सूची राष्ट्रपति जी को सुपुर्द करेंगे। उसके बाद शपथ समारोह होगा। साथियों, सरकार एनडीए की एक प्रकार से एनडीए 1, एनडीए 2 और एनडीए 3 ये एक निरंतरता है और हमारे संकल्पों को लेकर के, सुशासन के प्रति हमारी प्रतिबद्धता को लेकर के और देश के सामान्य जन के सपनों को पूरा करने के प्रयास के रूप में इस निरंतरता को हम और अधिक ऊर्जा के साथ और अधिक व्यापक विजन के साथ आगे बढ़ाएंगे और समय सीमा में लक्ष्यों को प्राप्त करने का हमारा प्रयास रहेगा। 2014 में मैं बहुत नया था। मुझे अब एक लंबे समय तक इस कार्य का अनुभव मिला है, हमारी टीम को अनुभव मिला है और इसलिए हमारे लिए अब तुरंत ही काम को आगे बढ़ाना बहुत ही सरल रहने वाला है और इस अनुभव का लाभ भी देश की सेवा करने में मिलने वाला है। इन 10 साल के कार्यकाल के दरमियान भारत की वैश्विक जो छवि बनी है, दुनिया के लिए एक विश्व बंधु के रूप में भारत उभरा है, इसका मैक्सिमम एडवांटेज अब शुरू हो रहा है और मुझे पक्का विश्वास है ये 5 वर्ष वैश्विक परिवेश में भी भारत के लिए बहुत उपयोगी होने वाले हैं। दुनिया अनेक संकटों से गुजर रही है, अनेक तनावों से गुजर रही है, अनेक आपदाओं से गुजर रही है। ऐसी विकट परिस्थिति दुनिया ने बहुत लंबे अरसे के बाद देखी है। हर देश इन सारी समस्याओं के बीच अपने आप को बचाए रखना, बढ़ाते रहना, चुनौतियों का डगर डगर पे सामना कर रहा है। हम भारत वाले लोग, हम भारतवासी खुद नसीब हैं कि इतने बड़े संकटों के बावजूद भी हम आज विश्व की सबसे तेज गति से बढ़ने वाली इकोनॉमी के रूप में जाने गए हैं। ग्रोथ के विषय में भी दुनिया में हमारी वाहवाही हो रही है। अब एक स्टेबल गवर्नमेंट मिलने के कारण और परिचित व्यवस्था और नेतृत्व मिलने के कारण दुनिया का भारत के प्रति रुझान, भारत के प्रति उनका आना बहुत तेज गति से होने वाला है और मुझे विश्वास है कि देश के सभी राज्यों को इसका लाभ मिलेगा। देश की युवा पीढ़ी को सबसे ज्यादा लाभ मिलेगा। विकास के नए ऊंचाइयों को छूने में एक वैश्विक भागीदारी का वातावरण आने वाले 5 साल में बनने वाला है। तो इसी संकल्पों और आदर्शों के साथ हम आगे बढ़ेंगे। मैं राष्ट्रपति जी का हृदय से आभार व्यक्त करता हूं कि एक बहुत बड़े महत्वपूर्ण दायित्व के लिए उन्होंने मुझे निमंत्रित किया है। आप सबका भी दोस्तों बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। थैंक यू।
And Prime Minister designate Narendra Modi there speaking soon after meeting with President Murmu, confirming that yes, the swearing in will take place on Sunday at 6 p.m. Thanking President Murmu for formally inviting him to form the government and thanking people of India for choosing the NDA, for giving the mandate to him and his allies. Narendra Modi there in that detailed address just as the sun sets behind him at the Rashtrapati Bhavan, going ahead and also talking about his vision for the country, about all that's happened in the last few years under his prime ministership. And these are the images. And these are the images of the formal invite that was handed over to Narendra Modi by President Murmu. This after in the morning, after the NDA meeting, you had several representatives of the alliance meeting with the president and handing over a list of MPs that they have to prove that they do indeed have the numbers to go ahead and form the government again. You can see Narendra Modi there showing off that particular document, interacting with all the journalists present there, and in his address also saying that he is thankful to President Murmu for officially inviting him to form the government. Piyush Mishra joining us with more details on this. Piyush, you had that address by the Prime Minister designate now, Narendra Modi. Just about 2 days he will be taking oath. The confirmation coming in from Narendra Modi himself. He says 6 p.m. on Sunday at Rashtrapati Bhavan, I will be sworn in once again as the Prime Minister of India.
Well, absolutely, Akshita. The confirmation has come in from Prime Minister himself, who has now been made as a PM designate. Earlier, he was caretaker Prime Minister. Now he will be called a PM designate, and after taking oath, he will be the Prime Minister of India, who will be taking oath for the third time. He himself has confirmed that the oath-taking ceremony will take place on 9th of June in the evening. He has also said that President Draupadi Murmu has sought a list of the ministers who will be part of his cabinet, and that will be provided to him to the President's office by the Prime Minister. He has also thanked the people of India for giving such a huge mandate to National Democratic Alliance. He has also said that his government will be stable and growth-oriented government. It will be a youth-focused government. So he has detailed out the plan for the next 5 years. He is any moment from now, he will leave from the President House. In fact, he is leaving. Let me focus. I would ask my video journalists to focus on the cavalcade which is now coming out, and that's the convoy of PM designate Narendra Modi, who is now leaving from President House. Is going to Prime Minister's house. Is going to his residence. So these are the live visuals coming in from Rashtrapati Bhavan. We are now seeing Narendra Modi leaving from President House. Remember that it was a meeting which took place at Rashtrapati Bhavan. He had come here on the invitation of President Draupadi Murmu. Today, earlier in the day, the NDA leaders had come to President House and they had submitted a list of all NDA allies signing the proposal of electing Narendra Modi as the leader of NDA Parliamentary Party.
Piyush, and after that, takeaway from the Prime Minister's address, from the Prime Minister designate's address, Narendra Modi, remember, will be taking oath as Prime Minister on Sunday, is that he's confirmed that yes, there will be certain ministers also who will be taking oath with him. So that means that in the next 24 hours, there should be clarity essentially of who gets what, at least as far as some portfolios go. And there will be a number of hand-picked leaders who will be taking oath along with Narendra Modi on Sunday evening at that iconic location of the Rashtrapati Bhavan at 6 p.m. on Sunday. That is clearly the message that's come out from Narendra Modi after his meeting with President Murmu. She's handed over that document, that letter that you see Narendra Modi showing there just as he made his way to the media podium, where he spoke also briefly. He showed off the official invite handed over to him by President Murmu, inviting him to form the government because he's got the numbers with him. The mandate is clear. And with this document, he will be going ahead and taking oath as the Prime Minister for a historic record third term of this country. That will be happening on Sunday. You heard that confirmation from the Prime Minister designator as well.